Hello and welcome back to Kitchen Impact. Today we're going to continue the Archon quest. This will probably be the end of the Archon quest for 3.3.
Welcome back, Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer.
It feels like we just went on a really long journey. Paimon's exhausted.
You don't like being addressed by that name?
It's fine. But I was just thinking, I should probably change it.
You won't go by the Balladeer anymore?
After learning about everything the doctor did, there's no way I can carry on using a name connected to him. I'm not planning on returning to the Fatui, and they wouldn't take me back anyway. Recent events will have affected a lot of people, and they might not even remember who the Sixth is.
So, you're quitting the Fatui for good?
Let's call it a tactical retreat.
It's like you said, Lesser Lord Kusanali. Everything may look futile, but it wasn't completely meaningless. At least I made a lot of people forget about me.
But that doesn't mean your own past has disappeared.
Of course.
And your main goal, for which you gave up everything you had, you weren't able to achieve it. I hope you can see and understand that. Changing the world, changing the past, changing the fates of other people, these are not simple things to accomplish. What you were looking for is complete annihilation. But this is just a fantasy. Even if the Balladeer is removed from existence, the world will not heed your will.
Indeed. How ridiculous.
Do you regret doing all that when you've gotten so little in return?
Even if I'm completely worthless, there's nothing in the world worth regretting. Lesser Lord Kusanali, you purposely left that information in Irminsul, didn't you?
Yes, and I took pains to make sure that you'd acquire that information naturally.
Why would you go to such lengths? You trying to win me over too?
In all honesty, your past experiences have made you a useful asset to Sumeru and to me. Winning you over was indeed a part of my plan. But before that, I wanted to tell you the truth about your past. If all I wanted to do was use you, then I'd be no different from the doctor.
Very clever.
I guess you could say that's one of my virtues.
Utility to others is what gives me worth. So if embracing my sins is what it takes to make me useful again, so be it.
Nahida doesn't see you in that way.
Oh right, I almost forgot. You're the good guys. You're into justice and all that. Sorry if I have a slightly different perspective on things, but I don't feel like I've been duped. The wisest leaders are fated to end up with the best helpers. I can live with that.
I'm glad you're able to think of it in that way. Traveler, in the future, I'll continue to search Irminsul more deeply and see what secrets can be uncovered. Including the beginning of your twins' journey recorded in Irminsul. What exactly happened before and after that point? I want to know as well.
Thank you. Let's hope you can find some answers.
I will try.
Traveler.
Yes?
After I dove into the information torrent in Irminsul, why did you go to Inazuma?
Because I wanted to know what you'd changed.
So that's how you found out whose fate had changed. And how. Well, whatever your reasons, you did me a favor. And I'll do everything I can to pay it back.
I didn't do all this for reward. Please don't make it sound like I'm extorting you.
Borrowing and returning are the only real relationships between individuals. I'll balance the books one day. Don't you worry.
That's not true. A relationship between two people is not simply a ledger that can be reset to zero. I think deep down you realize this. People who show up in your life don't just evaporate like water drops and leave nothing behind. There is no such thing as balancing the books. Some things in this world can never be brought back, and they can never be changed, which is why there is emotion in the human world. Everything that you feel is real and lasting, and whatever is missing in you will not be made whole. To be human is to live with imperfections. You can choose whether or not you want to be human.
But humans can't live without a heart, can they? Anyway, I gave up trying to become a human a long time ago.
You understand what pain is perfectly well, even without a heart. You're just bearing your feelings. The past is set in stone, but you can keep moving on. And the longer your future lasts, the shorter your past will become, until one day, it is but a tiny fraction of your life.
Sounds like you've got a future planned out for me.
I hope you could give Nahida a chance.
Everything's ended up being pretty darn complicated. Paimon doesn't even know where to start, but the most important thing now is that you need to follow Nahida. Otherwise, all our efforts will have been for nothing.
Then I guess I'll be helping you from behind the scenes from now on.
I'm glad that you've accepted our proposal. Why don't you choose a new name to celebrate?
Ooh! Paimon wants to pick an ugly nickname for you, too!
Why?
Because Paimon still doesn't like you that much.
Then I hope we don't see much of each other in the future.
A name is life's first gift. You didn't say it out loud, but I know that's what you're thinking. The Traveler and Paimon have helped you a lot. If you can't decide on a new name, maybe you can ask them for ideas.
You want us to decide?
No, Paimon only does nicknames. If it's a serious name you're after, it's all yours.
Have you got anything?
Rules and disclaimers for name modification. Name change rules. You can obtain the item and appellative stroke from the Archon Quest interlude and versions of Genesis, which will allow you to change Eon, Adrift, Wanderer, and Nemo's name. Please take note that some names cannot be utilized in this change. Once you have renamed this character, some interfaces in the game going forward will display the name that you have chosen. There is a limit on the number of times you can rename this character, so do so with care. Disclaimer. Travelers, please ensure that you follow our terms of service while using this function. To create a healthy gaming environment, please read and confirm that you will not instigate or take part in the creation of content that discriminates against any race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, ethnicity, government, or religion, the bullying or insulting of any travelers or groups of travelers, any other content or behavior that violates the terms of service. We may have to restrict your use of the game services if you do not follow these rules. This may include suspension, restriction, a name reset, forced disconnection, login suspension, or account forfeiture. At the same time, you are welcome to use the report function to send feedback to us, should you encounter the aforementioned situations. What if I just click confirm on Wanderer?
Are you sure?
Let me give it some more
Okay.
thought.
Have you got anything?
Garadouche.
Are you sure?
No,
Okay.
let me give him a real name.
Have you got anything?
What is its old name?
Have no need for these names anymore.
Let me give it some more thought.
Okay. Have you got anything?
What if I try I?
Are you sure?
You can name him I. Interesting.
Okay.
Or A.
Have you got anything? This is a bad idea. Okay. Have you got...
Let's see. What if I try to name him after Minty?
That won't work. Okay.
Okay.
Have you...
So assume you can't name him after the actual character names. I'm Morax. Oh, damn. Let's try my name.
You want to share your name with me? Huh. Not a bad choice.
Huh. I want to and see what happens. But no, I don't want to
Okay.
give him the same name as me.
Have you got anything?
Mm.
Are you sure?
Mm.
Okay.
So you can name him Fujin.
Have you...
I might just wind up doing Fujin. Yeah, I don't like that U. Hmm. I always hated naming. I mean, you also got Raijin. Raijin work. Though that is what A is, or Raida Show gets named after.
Are you sure?
You can use
Okay.
Raijin.
Have you got anything?
Let's see, let me Google something. Could do Kazjin. The 3 pieces of the Yu-Gi-Oh guy. Saying Fujin might be the best, or Futin. Let's see. Fujin is Wind God, and Futin is Heavenly Wind. One of the gods. Japanese gods. I'm pretty sure it was a brother of Raijin, the god of thunder and storms. Yeah. So Fujin might be a good name for him. Crap, what was his friend's name? The one whose heart... If I try to name him Katsuragi.
Are you sure?
Hmm. What was the... Fuck, I
Okay.
just did that quest. I can't remember it. You could just do space? Oh. What about underscore? You can.
Are you sure?
Hmm.
Okay.
What about question marks? Can I put that in there? can.
Are you sure?
Hmm.
Okay. Have you got anything?
I'm trying to go back and figure out what his friend's name was. Niwa. Why would I name him Niwa?
Are you sure?
Okay, he just says, are you sure?
Okay. Have you got anything? Have no need for these names anymore.
Hmm. I guess Fujin
Okay.
might be the best name I could think of for him.
Have you...
So we'll just go with Fujin.
Are you sure? Oh, alright. If you say so.
There. Now you have a name of your own.
What about a nickname? Are you done yet?
Still thinking. Stop rushing me!
Take your time. I don't need to see you again until you've thought of one.
What do you plan to do next?
Everyone who manipulated me and made me suffer will have to pay the price.
You mean the Fatui?
The doctor, at least.
Now that your stance has changed, I believe your future path will change accordingly. But it won't be immediate. You still need some time to compose yourself.
One more thing. There are still some descendants of the Raiden Gokuden living in Inazuma. Some of them know. Well, they ought to know about the connection between Raiden Gokuden and myself. I don't plan to leave Sumeru for the time being. If you see them in Inazuma, please tell them that I was the one responsible for the Raiden Gokuden's downfall. Even though the events have been erased from the world, they still deserve to know the truth.
I see. That is up to you.
Huh? But if we do that, then...
It's fine. Let them stab their blades into my chest if they so desire. Maybe that's how it always should have been.
Fine.
No nonsense. I like it. Alright, let's call it a day. Goodbye, wise deity. And you too.
He's gone.
What he went through today would have been like living an entire lifetime in an instant. He'll need some time to calm down.
Yeah, true. But even so, after everything that's happened, he doesn't seem quite as fierce anymore.
There were some bumps along the way, but it's all over now.
So we can finally go eat? Paimon is starving.
Thank you both. I hope you will find somewhere nice to go and relax for a while.
Before we go where it tells us, I think I might head to Inazuma. See if I can go tell people.
I've got it! I can end my novel with some words from Mikoshi Nagamasa.
You mean because everyone else in the story is dead?
Yeah, I heard that Mikoshi Nagamasa died at a ripe old age. He's the perfect fit to be the narrator of the epilogue. The dark clouds had dissipated, but they continued to cast their shadow in Mikoshi Nagamasa's mind for decades to come. Then, one night, as an old man, he had a dream. On the night when that prized blade, the Daitatara Nagamasa, was forged, the people rejoiced, and there was painting, dancing, and drinking. All these expressions of joy melted down in the furnace fire and turned into red clouds that rallied around the final sunrise that Mikoshi Nagamasa saw in his lifetime. Life is a story too long to be told, a journey that you must walk to behold.
Okay, it wants me to come over here. But, gonna head to Kamisato Estate first. Let's see. Guest welcome. Goodbye. Okay, no one's here. I guess we'll go to the smithy. Hello? About 40 commissions, I've left those to my apprentice. Go talk to him about it. Farewell, weapons can be dangerous.
Shogun must have his.
Looks like there's something going on up here. Okay, I don't see anyone it would need to talk to. Hello, who are you again? Are you one of the Takayuki's kids? You don't look like one of them. See you. Okay, and nothing in here either. Okay. We'll come back after we go through this. Cause I really want to know if I can actually go through and tell anybody. Wait. Where's her voice lines again? Don't look like she has anything about him. Yeah.
had a break.
No.
As soon as you stop, all the tiredness and hunger comes rushing back.
Rest up, Paimon. I'll buy some delicious treats as a reward.
Wow, great! Huh? Look at that vase.
What about it? You broke it.
Did someone break it while they were cleaning the room or something? Like, Paimon doesn't remember there being a cleaner.
The night we stayed here, Paimon bumped into the table after being startled by something to do with the balladeer and broke the vase. But the balladeer erased his existence. He changed the world. So why is this vase still broken?
You sound lost and confused.
Who's that?
I know why you are troubled. Any who knew of this would find their mind overwhelmed.
Huh? Is there someone here talking to us?
Unfortunately, the fate of Tevat cannot easily be changed. Perhaps a god may have a slim chance, but for anyone else, who can say? When a small animal runs into a tree trunk, though the tree may sway, it is not displaced. The same is true of fate, like a vase that falls to the ground. Whether it is broken by a cat or by a bird, the result is still a broken vase, is it not?
Who are you? How do you know about all this?
History does not change easily, but human hearts can. Believe your own eyes. Only that which you see is true. What is unseen is but an illusion.
The voice has disappeared. And who the heck was that? And what were they doing coming out of nowhere and saying all that scary stuff?
Believe my eyes. Does she mean I should trust my memories?
Anyway, that vase is still lying there broken on the ground. Should Paimon go get someone to clean it up? It feels wrong just leaving it there. Just a moment. Paimon will be right back.
Wonder what else awaits me in the future. That's the end of the quest. So that... No, that's the name rechange thing. Could I use wind to clean it up? That person talking might have been the Hydro Archon. She might be one of the other descenders. Cause it was definitely a descender that talked to us. But the descender may have been here for a while. I doubt it was a sustainer of heavenly principles. But it could have been. I don't know, this whole quest line was pretty interesting. I'm gonna check on Tadara soon and see if it looks any different. Seem to look the same. Yeah, I don't see any difference. Okay, let's try talking to people again. We'll hit the main areas and see if we can find anybody to tell about Scaradouche. Let's see. Nope, nobody here. The riding. It's probably going to be a future Archon quest. Of course, maybe if I make it daytime. No. Wait. Is there someone up here? I was just out of here. Okay, I remember now. So yeah, the Smithy is the only one to talk to. Forging commission. Hey guys, tell me more about Smithy. It's a place for animal art followers to forge, smoke, and sell weapons. Is there anything else I can help you with? Tell me more about the art. Among the swordsmiths in Inazuma, some speak of the writing Gokuden. It is said that in ancient times, a Ronin passed the process of forging down to 5. Animal art is one of them. Can I ask about swords and blades in Inazuma? Oh, are you also interested in Inazuman weapons? It seems like you're something of a master of the sword yourself. We Inazuman artisans use a special material called jade steel, which is produced from Tadarasuna. When forging weapons, it makes the sword tougher and sharper. That's the reason why Inazuman weapons are some of the best in the world. Naturally, we have also inherited the technique of forging weapons using jade steel. The key to that is using your perseverance to bring out the strengths of the steel. The blades aren't exactly the same as the ones in Leeway. Yeah, the material and methods used to forge the weapons are the same, so the resulting weapons would be of a different style as well. I hear that Leeway's Archon, Rex Lapis, was skilled at the forging of weapons. Previously, I was curious about what the blade made in Leeway were like. So a while ago, I requested someone from the Crux fleet to bring a weapon made in Leeway to me. I learned a lot after studying that weapon. Now I have fully grasped the techniques that were used to forge that weapon. Seeing as you have deep connections with Leeway, I'll give this weapon to you. A fillet blade, huh? I already got an R5 one. I don't need it. Let's see. About on your plate, forging request. Okay. So I can't talk to him either. Okay. So it looks like you can't talk to anybody. Would have been nice to be able to actually tell the people what happened. I don't see Kato anywhere because now apparently he's making blades in Inazuma. That wasn't part of his story quest to past and all that. so I'm a bit curious about that. Okay, we're done. We're not gonna find anything more there. What about the people that were here with their book? Is there any changes to the book or anything new? They're not. Oh, they were way up here. No, I don't think it was you. No matter how far you may climb, you still can't touch the sky. Hello? Oh, hardly anyone comes around here. Are you here to stargaze? The untouchable sky conceals the truth about the world. At least, that's what we Richards believe. But the mortal sight is limited. Who can guarantee that they can see all the celestial signs clearly? How about you? What do you think? Things might not be as they seem. You're right, people can be easily distracted or deceived. If I were a mantra, I might tell you that ignorance is also a blessing. But people's ignorance will not affect the existence of truth, sometimes blindness. Oh, I may have said too much. Just ignore my words and let it go with the wind. On a heater. She's not here. Why is this discrepancy always inevitable at this point of calculation? What are you calculating? Before I answer your question, let me ask you one. What do you think Tibet is like? You don't have to respond, just think. I have a revolutionary idea. If Tibet was around, that would explain a lot of things. Why are there currents in oceans? Why would the sun and moon alternate rising? Why would there be changes in temperature? All that could be explained with the round Earth theory. So what's the discrepancy? That's the rub. My theory is perfect, but the calculation of land surface doesn't bear that out. Damn it. Wow, damn it. I should have ditched the math classes in school. It's all Vikram's fault. Well, I blame him. That's because he asked me to skip classes with him. Whenever there was a class he found boring, he would grab me and have coffee in the downtown area. But that guy did surprisingly well in all the foundation courses. I suspect that he dragged me out of classes on purpose while he studied by himself at night. Time passes so quickly. I didn't expect him to be a candidate for the next Grand Conservator now. I hope he gets elected so I can go around telling everyone that I skipped classes with the Grand Conservator back in the day. The round Earth theory, huh? Is that this world's flat earther? I'll say over here is where we were dealing with the Wanderer. We could go check the Grand Bazaar and see if anything changed there. Because for the most part, it don't seem like anything has changed. And nothing here.
How does the Anahishan blessing actually work?
I should use this on promotion. Can't believe I didn't think of that. Here's the Grand Star. Now let's see, where's the guy he was helping? I don't see him. Because I want to talk to the guy he was helping.
The treasures I discovered in the earth have been left by the Dendro.
Was it the toy seller or not?
I'm super awesome.
I didn't know there was a shop here. There's nothing wrong with loving money as long as you don't hurt anyone in the process of acquiring it. This much I understand. So, my customers don't need to worry about a thing when shopping here. You are not just one of the best woolly blanket sellers, I'm the best blanket seller, period. Not only do I sell blankets, I am surely, as I live, also the top in sales for toys, jewelry, and kitchenwares. Oh, but perhaps not books. Not books? Books are just a non-starter. With Akasha shut down, the academia is sure to revise the way they manage books. Not like I ever liked those things anyway, so nope, those waters are not for me. I'll just stick to the basics. Besides, making more is easy, even with half my talent. You should still be able to make as much as the Homayanis. Heh. If the academia could have made an argument to get me to enroll that was half as convincing as my sales pitches back then, I wouldn't have turned them down on the spot. You're a kid. Aren't you?
It's far less fun than
Yeah.
mine.
But Venti's taller, yeah. Don't look like there's anything down here either.
Welcome. Get your spices here.
Okay, let's check quest items. No. Brush with victory. Brush with which you may bestow a new name upon a certain person. Once a new name has been given, it cannot be changed. So, I could change his name one more time and that'd be it. I'll probably never use it.
What they say is true.
What's so
You have to see the world for yourself to appreciate how beautiful it is.
Here comes with its own.
Okay, so the gist of how this whole story went. Nahida basically tricked Scaramouche. But she probably didn't expect him to try to destroy himself at the same time, though.
Welcome. Get your spices here.
But she had, him go into the
Every item
Tree of
is
Knowledge. I
celebrated
forget the
on
name of the
its own
tree.
fascinating story.
I want to say Yggdrasil, but I know that's not it. Oh, what the hell was the tree's name? Regardless, she had him go into the tree to acquire knowledge about our sister, Elsa and our sister, because he knew what to look for better than she does.
What's so great about Snezhnaya?
But instead she put out in the open the memories of the doctor that she probably put in there herself when she connected with him.
Welcome.
He's seen that the doctor was lied to him and actually killed his friend and all that. And then decided to destroy himself.
What's so great about Snezhnaya?
But he couldn't do it entirely. He could only
With its own fascinating
overwrite certain parts of the past. And so we went to Inazuma, found out what changed,
We've got all kinds.
and then we worked to bring back his memories. Once he regained his memories, he beat the shit out of his past self, but only the top half, not the bottom half.
About Snezh 9 toys anyway. Every item I sell
Future
comes with
Spice
its
is
own
here.
And then we gave up a name, and now he's working for Nahida. I wonder if he's gonna be a Matra.
Life is so dull here.
He's gotta be in the 3.4 quest though. Not the best, but it wasn't bad. But I guess I'm gonna call this one here.
Snezh 9 toys
Welcome.
Is there a story quest? No. Yeah, no story quest. So next we'll probably work on... Ooh, the card game. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, next we're definitely doing the card game. So if you watched this, thanks for watching. And I hope you all have wonderful lives. Peace.